Dun, dun, dun. What's up, everybody? You are tuned into the Elks Call, your home for Edmonton Elks fan talk. My name is Scout, aka the rep from Section X.
And I'm Katherine.
Coming to you live on Shotgun Sports Network with the replay airing exclusively on Edmonton Sports Talk. Kathy, we get to talk about a third win today. It's the second win that matters, but first 2-0 start, I believe, since 2019. So, what a time to be alive.
Win's a win.
Win's a win.
3 wins, it's even better.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, right, second one on the season, hopefully another one coming up tomorrow night, but really, really excited. We have a lot of great, fun stuff to talk about tonight. Can't thank you enough for riding with us here at the Elks Herd and Shotgun Sports Network. Please hit the like, subscribe, and favorite buttons, all that stuff to show some love. Your support means everything to us here at Shotgun Sports. All right, let's go through this schedule. It's not as stacked as it usually is. It's usually a lot more stacked. Our schedule for today is as follows. We're going to open up with a SSN News Desk update. And a little bit of tailgate talk as well. Next, we're going to give you Kathy's Herd Report, where we bring you the latest news, transactions, game recap, everything Double E from Double E land. After that, we're going to have an Edmonton Sports Update, and then we're going to play some Green or Gold, our spin on Hot or Not. Then finally, we will open up the fan forum, where we talk about the hottest topics in the CFL, and of course with the Elks as well. We are interactive, which means our viewers and listeners can get in on the fun by commenting in the herd chat. That's if you're watching live on Facebook or on YouTube, which is Shotgun Sports. Let's get this show rolling with not the more you didn't know. It's an SSN News Desk update. This segment is brought to you by Royal Retros. If you like throwbacks, you're going to love Royal Retros. They are the throwback kings, and they have CFLPA merchandise, CFL-inspired merchandise. Fans have been purchasing their retro jerseys from Royal Retros for years, and we hope you do too. If you're looking for any quality, if you're looking for a way to kind of gauge the quality on this, it's right here. So check it out. Once again, that's royalretros.com. But this is the Shotgun Sports News Desk. I don't know if we can actually use the breaking news for this, but the Elks Call will be getting a new intro. It is coming soon. Keep an eye out to our show to see when that goes live. The intro is pretty sweet. Kathy has heard the audio on it. You have not quite seen the full product
I have
yet.
not. Haven't seen it yet.
Coming soon. Shotgun Sports also does have multiple shows on the airwaves right now, including Argos Fancast, Ride and Rally, Shots from the Hip, and more. So check them out. That's on our YouTube, which is Shotgun Sports Network Limited. We love the CFL over here, so we have a lot of CFL, Shots from the Hip, more of a general sports show. And then this year, we would like to announce that we do have a record amount of partners on board with the Elks Call. So shout out to our partners. Obviously, the listeners help us in that department as well. So really, really thankful. MVP, we have Lather, and we have Royal Retros as our official partners this season. So, and hey, who knows? May have one or two more down the pipe, but let's how about we talk some Double E? Let's get away from the news desk. Let's get over to the tailgate talk. Let's talk about that. How was your first official tailgate this season?
Well, official. It was good. I mean, I was surprised that there were quite a few people braving the elements out in the tailgate still.
It wasn't a bad turnout.
Yeah, it wasn't as as busy as we usually see it, but it wasn't as dead as I was expecting. So that was nice. It was nice to see. It was absolutely horrible weather, but people were out there.
Terrible weather.
People were out there and they were enjoying it. So it was good. It felt good to be back. It's always fun.
Yeah, it's always good. It's great to hear the band playing, right? It's great to see all of our fellow tailgaters. We opened up Herdy's International I think with a bit of a bang, some pulled
Mhm.
pork poutine, which was absolutely delicious. We ran out really quick.
Mhm.
We had quite a few people swing by, so that was really good. It was great to see the spirit, despite it being so absolutely wet.
Mhm.
It was
Mhm.
an absolutely soggy one. Props to you if you braved it out.
Mhm.
That was great, and of course, people were out there for 3 hours before the game, and then they were in the stadium for another 3 hours.
Mhm.
So, especially if you're a tailgater and you made it through that full 6 hour adventure in the sopping wet rain, you are a hardcore. I don't think anybody needs to argue with that statement. So, shout out to the hardcores that were out there. That was absolutely amazing. Yeah, and I mean, the game following was really good. It sent everybody home with some smiles,
Mhm.
which is something we weren't able to say for the last 5 home openers.
Yeah, that's true. That's what
Uh,
I said. That's the only thing that would make this worth it is if we walk away with the win. Otherwise, I would have been mad.
oh, so many people were saying that as long as they win, we don't care. We'll brave it through.
Mhm.
But even our boys, right? We recognized where they might be miserable sitting in those seats for
Mhm.
an extra 3 hours on top of the tailgate. So shout out to the grandma and the grandpa for
Mhm.
picking
Mhm.
them up. But yeah, I mean, and they would have even probably stuck it through too. But at some point, it was raining sideways, and I think that's where
Yeah.
you kind of shift gears there, and maybe
Mhm.
maybe you go up to the concourse, maybe you go under the ledge. We decided to stick it out in section X. Why don't
Mhm.
we talk about that game?
Mhm.
Let's do it. This
Let's do it.
is Let's dig into Kathy's Herd Report,
Mhm.
where we talk recent news, transactions, and everything else. Today's Herd Report is brought to you by MVP Meal Prep Company. If you're looking for delicious, clean, and convenient eats that cater to your busy lifestyle, head
Sorry.
on over to mvpmealprep.com and use code ELKSHERD20 to save 20% at the checkout. Absolutely delicious stuff. Love MVP. Um, yeah, I mean, MVP is great stuff. And we may have some MVP in studio next week. So
Mhm.
give
Well, there you go.
everybody a peek of what that looks like. But let's get back to some double E here.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about this game. I just want to pull up a comment here from John. He says, our second game of 2026, and it was raining. Preseason game, rain. Regular season game, rain. We definitely did not get lucky on that end, but at least it ended up with a good result. So, you know what? I'll take rain
A
for a
win
win.
is a win. A win is a win in any type of weather. We will take it.
Yeah, very true. Like I said, it made it worth it at the end. I would have I would have been really mad if I had to walk away with a loss
Yeah.
after that. But yeah, let's break it down. A slow start on both ends. Defense took their stand, had a few key stops that only allowed a field goal from Montreal the
Right.
entire quarter. So Tyrell Ford was active early, making multiple tackles and short passes, including stopping a 16-yard catch. We
Take
had
that.
Cordell Jackson, JJ Ross, each breaking up passes on consecutive plays, shutting down Montreal's attempts to push into scoring range. Jared Brinkman, too, he was also good at stuffing the runs.
Mm-hmm.
Edmonton's offense, on the other hand, they struggled a little bit. They struggled to flip the field. Defense once again proved their worth by forcing a turnover on downs after a failed 3rd and 1 from Dustin Crum, which set up Cody Fajardo for a 25-yard deep right completion to Austin Mack just as the clock hit the double O's.
Now, was that the 4-man coverage?
Was it? I think it might have. I can't remember if it was the first quarter or if it was the third.
No, I thought
I
it was
can
in the first
it can have,
because they were driving our
I think
way, our
so.
side of
It
Commonwealth.
might have been that one. I didn't go back to the highlights video,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't remember exactly when it went. But that was something to see.
Oh, that
that's
was
for
absolutely
sure.
unreal. That catch into four-man coverage.
Yeah.
Austin Mack goes up, grabs it. That's why you pay Austin Mack.
Well, and that's just it. And you know what? I think you're right. I think it was on the first quarter because, like I said, it was really slow on the offense. Nothing was happening. At some point, I was like, "Do something," right? You know, with the meme with the stick. That's what it felt for a lot of the quarter, and then right at the end, crazy play. And especially on the weather, you're like, oh man. I even said, like, I don't think we've even seen Gino Lewis do that.
Yeah,
maybe at some point, but now with like triple coverage for sure coming at you with extra ones, and it was,
I mean that was
play.
directly into four men, right? I mean
Oh,
that was absolutely insane
Mhm.
to see that play, and I mean it made me happy too because we haven't been able to see any of these wide receivers in their true environment. All these guys are playing in the rain week in, week out.
Yeah,
It's rain game after rain game, and then preseason rain game. The Edmonton Elks, really, their last good weather game was out in Victoria.
Yep.
Or Langford, sorry, but
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, well, hopefully, we do have Candor over here, 277. Edmonton is getting Vancouver weather this spring. Will be nice to have the first dry game of the season tomorrow.
What's up with that?
I know, right?
That it does remind me of Vancouver
very
and
much
Pacific coastal weather. Yeah,
very much so. I think I mentioned that. I was like, this is not Vancouver. What the hell's going on? Anyways, going into the second quarter, that drive that we saw with that crazy pass to Austin Mack, that drive died going into the second quarter. TJ Luther had a fumble at the Montreal 28. Forgive him though. I mean, it must be really hard to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
With those under those weather conditions.
The gloves don't stick the same.
Not necessarily. Sure. I mean, but that was a big one. And even though the offense became alive a bit, moved the ball down the field on a steady ground attack, aided by Montreal's horse collar penalty. Fajardo did lose 7 yards on a sack on a 2nd and 10, forcing them to punt. We knew that Montreal would respond with a touchdown, but what we didn't know is that Fajardo's pass in the following drive would be intercepted at the Montreal 35. So, and of course, that unnecessary roughness penalty that followed didn't help either. So, thankfully, Montreal was able to just keep it to a field goal after that and not have another touchdown. But then right after that, boom. Justin Rankin. Fantastic offensive drive led by Justin Rankin rushes. 8 yards, 17 yards, 14 yards, and then another 6 yards. Seeing all of this, though, at what point does running Justin Rankin become too predictable?
Well, I mean, the Edmonton Elks in this game, we do have to keep in mind that they did not get the ball to Justin Rankin immediately. They held off in that first quarter. They tried to hold off a bit before they gave him the ball because I think every opposing defense knows that Justin Rankin is going to get the ball and he's going to do something crazy with it. So, I mean, you have to kind of predict the unpredictable as well as a coach.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because Justin Rankin's not predictable. That's the other thing.
See, and that's a thing, right? And that's what I was like seeing a lot of this because there's a lot more to Justin Rankin in this game. That was just the start. And you think about that predictability. But sure, you can predict that they will pass to Justin Rankin, but you cannot predict what he's going to do with it. Right. So that's why he's so like explosive in a way that you really don't know where he's going to go.
No, well, his play style is just so intriguing as well, right? He's somebody was talking about it this week. And actually I was talking with somebody about it at work yesterday morning. And he's like, man, like your running back over at Commonwealth is just crazy. I'm like, yeah, I know. He's like, well, he doesn't remind me of, say, a Gizmo. He's like a pinball Clemens, where, it's ping, 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 kind of like move around to wherever the hole is and then punch it.
Yeah. That is very true. We do have Game Day Baby on the chat over here saying once Rankin gets going, the rest of the playbook will open up.
Exactly, because then
Yeah.
your defense is, sending a spy per se
Mhm.
to keep an eye out for the running game. You have guys dropping down a bit, dropping down to
Mhm.
Justin Rankin. You open up the backfield,
Yeah. Let him cook.
the secondary, I guess, right? But yeah, I mean, let him cook. Yeah, hold up, let him cook. Yeah, I mean, absolutely incredible, and I mean, like you said, there's still a
Mhm.
lot more to this game.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, right after that, Fajardo hit K on Julian Grant and followed with a 9-yard touchdown pass to Austin Mack, which was a great way to end the first half. It's great. Going into the third quarter, well, it turns out that running Justin Rankin was still not predictable enough in the third quarter. Even though we had a 10-yard holding penalty, Rankin exploded for a 36-yard touchdown run, slicing through the right side untouched.
Beauty.
However, minutes later, just on the following drive, another sustained drive featuring Fajardo completions and a scramble, Rankin struck again, this time with a 47-yard touchdown up the middle.
Like,
Crazy.
insane.
This guy. Where do we pick him up again?
Oh, yeah, from the indoor football league or AFL or IFL. Yeah, I
Crazy.
mean, an arena league guy.
Yes.
It's insane. I mean, I'll let you finish because we do have Justin Rankin hard stats.
Yes. The cover kick was missed this time, but nobody cared. And I do want to bring this up by Candor again, 277. Fajardo made some huge blocks.
Very correct.
Yes, that was the one
Huge.
thing that was confusing to me because, as you all know, I'm fairly new to the sport, and my experience and what I have seen in the quarterback position has been quite limited. I was not privy to the Michael Riley's drink. I wasn't, you know who I have seen for quarterbacks.
Cornelius, straightforward MBT.
Correct. None of them did what Fajardo did this time around. It was crazy. For one of these runs, and Justin Rankin had the ball, and Fajardo's going over, right in there, becoming part of the O-line, doing some blocks. Yeah. And I'm like, what's he doing? I was confused. I'm like, what is he doing? Is he allowed to do that? Should he be doing that?
Well, and this is what happens when you have guys playing for each other, guys bought into the system, right? That's what we're seeing now. We're seeing a buy-in factor from everybody, including Cody Fajardo. I mean, he is leading these men, sure, especially on the offensive side, but he's also the guy out there making blocks or making scrambles or making plays or going audible when he needs to. And that's something that Edmonton has been missing for quite some time.
Yeah, it was exciting to see. I mean, I was concerned. I legitimately thought that he wasn't allowed to do that for the risk of injury. It turns out that, I mean, if he sees it, that they need it, he goes for it. So that was actually really cool to see.
Comment in the herd chat. Cornelius is the best quarterback ever. And shout out Taylor Cornelius. Shout out Corn Dog.
I mean, I personally thought that he was the best short yardage quarterback ever. I think how tall he was, he could just kind of like bloop over everybody else and he would get it. So.
And Pierre also does make the point that what up, Pierre, by the way? Missed extra point due to a bad snap by backup long snapper, but he was perfect snapping the rest, and that was Mark Cordy. So, I mean, Luke Burton Cron went down early in this game, and Mark Cordy and I want to say Brock Mogensen were handling the snapping duties.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they also had to kind of play outside of their comfort zones and take on some extra roles to make up, the long snapper duties and some of the holding duties. And I mean, they did it.
They did. Yeah, it was an interesting game. It was a very exciting game. Defensively, on the third quarter still, Edmonton continued to make timely plays. Cordell Jackson broke up a deep ball. Nick Anderson, Tyrell Ford, they delivered key stops. So it was probably the best quarter that we had. Most definitely, not probably. Most definitely the best quarter that we had,
Totally.
other than the overtime. But let's talk about the fourth quarter, which was a grind. Starting with an exchange of field goals. Edmonton's office moved the ball, but repeatedly stalled in scoring range. We have seen this before.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this seemed to be just a fourth quarter kind of issue, not
Ghosts
the whole
of
game.
Elks past.
Oh my goodness. But the biggest moment came on special teams. Montreal fumbled at the Edmonton 43,
Yeah.
forced by JJ Ross and recovered by
Shaylin Garns.
Shailene Garnes at the Edmonton 33, giving Edmonton a golden opportunity.
Gold.
But the offense couldn't punch it in, settling for a punt. But Montreal fumbled again right after that, recovered this time by Cordell Jackson. But I think at this point, maybe the Justin Rankin rush was a little too predictable.
Mhm.
So they were not able to capitalize on those ones.
Well, you have to remember, too, at that point in the game, the Edmonton Elks are trying to kill clock.
Mhm.
So they're trying to kill clock. You know they're not going to try to throw this ball away. Really, as an offense, the safest thing you can possibly do is hand the ball to Justin Rankin, especially it's a wet game. It's coming down harder in the fourth quarter. The rain started to really pick up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I think that we definitely did see that at what point is it more risky to pass than do those short runs that Justin Rankin is really good at, right?
But see, if you're Jordan Maximic, that's where you get creative with your runs.
Right.
Give different looks.
Yeah.
Run a sweep or a swing.
Mhm.
Like, once again,
100%.
this was a complaint that I had in this fourth is the lack of creativity.
Mhm.
You're letting Montreal get back into the game. Why? Because 2-0, or
100%.
stall scenarios.
Most definitely.
You're stalling on that drive and
keep running the same play over and over.
stop running Rankin right through or along the line. No, make him go north south.
Mhm.
And if you're not comfortable with Rankin doing that, bring in Javon Leake to give you to run those sweeps or swings.
There's other guys out there, like, change it up a little bit.
Totally.
Bring the element of surprise. Like, we all know that Justin Rankin can deliver. But at the same time, like, if that's the only thing that you're constantly doing, at some point it becomes too predictable.
Yeah, but that was the whole allure going into this season is, yes, we get another full season of Thunder and Lightning. We get Javon Leake and we get Justin Rankin.
Yes.
And, well, I'm going to save it for the end of the show because we do have a fan forum question on this. We're not going to go any further with that one.
Okay.
I'll let you finish up this recap.
Yeah, well, they definitely were not able to capitalize on that. They ended up settling for another short field goal right from within the red zone. But I guess points were better than no points here.
Yeah.
You did say that. Edmonton's defense bent, but didn't break, sure. But there were a couple of interesting plays here that A, could have cost us the game, and B, gave us a lucky chance. The first one was that JJ Ross pass interference penalty that resulted in a Montreal touchdown.
Right.
Like, come on. That's a no.
Well, yeah.
What are you doing touching the guy? Like, come on.
I know. I on that one, I want to say he was already beat on the position anyways. But.
Yeah, but still, like, when it comes to, there was still the chance for Montreal to win it. We were incredibly close. That certain plays make it or break it, right? That could have been that was a costly mistake, but thankfully there were other things that happened that led us to a win. We did get lucky in overtime. But. That other one was a play by Davis Alexander that was overturned, resulting in an incomplete pass. That drive had the potential of ending in a touchdown, but that play itself forced them to kick instead, tying the game with a field goal, leading to a very stressful overtime.
Yeah.
So, the overtime. Montreal opened the overtime with a field goal, putting pressure on Edmonton to respond. The Elks' responding play was nearly a disaster. That was when Rankin broke free for 17 yards but fumbled at the Montreal 26. In a game-saving moment.
Yeah. Brendan
Brendan
Bordner,
Bordner recovered at the Montreal 18, keeping Edmonton alive.
freaking legend. So, I mean, that play happened right in front of us in Section X.
Oof.
And I saw Brendan Bordner go over and I saw him wrap his hands around the football. And I think Montreal got their hands on it. I didn't catch the exact player that did it, but one of those players got their hand directly in on it. But Brendan Bordner had his hands on it the whole time and he went out with it.
Yeah.
And I guess because they also called it an Edmonton recover, Edmonton football on the field, there wasn't enough evidence to overturn it.
Yeah.
So the Edmonton Elks probably were saved by that. And then, of course, as we know.
Yeah. Fajardo immediately capitalized. He hit Austin Mack for 12 yards. On the next play, Fajardo kept the ball on a design fake and run play. So he burst around.
He was actually supposed to hand that ball off, by the way.
Was he?
Yeah.
That was the play.
He went audible.
He went audible. We talked about that. And that's the thing. People you see the replays, and they had Justin Rankin's number at that point.
Mm-hmm.
If he had actually given the ball to Justin Rankin, he would have been taken down.
Yeah.
But he went audible, and he burst around the right edge for a 6-yard walk-off touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just walk-off touchdown, quarterback run, quarterback keeper in that sense. Just not a short yardage scenario by any means. He had to rush his derriere. What was the 6-yard walk off?
Yeah,
that's right. 6
yards.
It
was a 6-yard.
Just unreal.
Crazy.
So good. Let's take a look at the herd chat comments here.
There's quite a few.
So we have quite a few.
Let's take a look. We have Pierre. He does say, very good team performance. Difficult to find a player that did not contribute significantly to this OT win.
110%. Total team effort, all three phases. Guys doing jobs that they did not sign up for. I mean, what's not to like, right? Gritty team.
He also said, really liked Killam choosing to receive the second half kickoff, topped off with a touchdown. Very nicely done. Touchdown to end the first half, touchdown to end the second half. Huge.
Momentum, right? I mean, that's it in a nutshell. You finish the half with a touchdown. You start the next half with a touchdown. Also, you don't know how the weather is going to be. So if you think the weather is worse now, you give them the ball, right? And you receive it in the second half. Also, I mean, it does allow you to hit it hard immediately. And really, I know that CFL games go on for 2.5 to 3 hours, but you can usually get what you need in that last 3 minutes of the game, right? So
those last 3 minutes of the game feel like a full quarter sometimes.
Yeah, especially when you're shivering in your seats like this because you're a clown that didn't wear a poncho and
stressful.
That's me, by the way. I'm talking about myself here. I did see that Jamie Fadoon is in Winnipeg for this game, wearing, of course, the wrong colors, but we still appreciate you anyways, Jamie. He does say I'm here in Winnipeg. Okay. And
sorry, that went a little quick.
All good. Candor does say agreed. Leak has been a bit underutilized so far. Hard to roadway from Rankin, but Leak gives a good change of pace. And they are two completely different running backs. They are two completely different styles, and both of them should be, kind of going back and forth. And of course, you do want your starter, right? So Rankin, you don't want to take away from him, but if you're gonna play or call a rushing play, 4 times in a row or whatever, give Rankin a break.
Well, and that's just it. We do have Joe Belineski over here saying the more you use Rankin, the more of a chance he has to get injured. So throwing in Leak every so often doesn't hurt.
We're going to talk about that later on in the fan forum.
We'll bring it up. Pierre also says, watching the replay on TV, 2 missed blocks on the Rankin carry from the 4, which cost the field goal. So, I mean, it adds on to that, right? I mean, it gets to a point that if a player is overutilized, there's a few things that happen there, but we'll talk about that.
Klima's lid does say, Scout, we could see you from X43 under the covered area, and you looked cold. Yes, I was. Klima's lid, I was.
Yeah, well, that is. Yeah, it was. We have soggy Commonwealth Stadium from Smith TM per T.
That's, I believe, Jeff and Lisa. Yeah, I want to say, I could be wrong, but
I feel like Smith is such a common last name.
It is a very common.
I'm not going to go there, and I'm not going to make assumptions. But it was a very soggy one at Commonwealth.
Oh, probably one of the rainiest games I've ever been at. I remember, what was it, like 2015 or 2016? There was a Winnipeg game where I was upper bowl for 2014, somewhere in there, and it was nasty, that Winnipeg game. But I remember ponchoing up. Did the right thing back then instead of looking too cool for the weather, you know.
You were being stubborn.
I was being stubborn.
Like, you're like our 8-year-old who thinks he's too cool for all these ponchos.
Isn't that bad, but yeah, no, not bad. And then John Kirby also did relocate because of that one, and I think that that's fair. I mean, it's a nasty one, but how often do we actually see games where it's raining that much? Once every couple of years.
Hopefully not. Well, no, last year we had a couple
like
of rainy
that?
games,
Not
but
like
not like
that,
that. Not
though.
like that. Not like that.
I don't remember wearing poncho last year.
No, I did. All right.
Let's take a look at the transactions.
There's no transactions, actually.
Okay.
But let's take a look at the injuries.
Oh, no.
That is for the game status. Oh, no. Nick Anderson is out with a hamstring injury. That is unfortunate. Tamari Fox, he is available. So
it's good.
He had full participation on Tuesday. He's available today. Luke Burton Cron.
He's officially on the, well, I don't know if it's official, but 6 game. I believe that's going to be a 6 game from what I saw.
I don't think it's been updated on the website just yet for the 6 game. So I'm not sure. But Joe Robustelli, he is out, and he was in the 1 game injured list.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. So we still have quite a few.
The Edmonton Elks have injuries right now.
Brad Boyko, Silas Hubert, Ediba Maga Clements, Royce Metier, Darian Newell, Benjamin Sackmois, and Coulter Woodmansey. Yeah,
and I'm not even sure. Like Royce Metier, we may get back this season. Brad Boyko, I want to say we're gonna get back.
Yeah.
Coulter Woodmansey, like we're really hoping that we get him back. So I don't know. Yeah. The Edmonton Elks are starting to get beat up. It's where depth has to shine. Luckily, the Edmonton Elks had depth going into this season.
For sure.
So
still rough. I think it really sucks seeing Nick Anderson
110%. But Brock Mogensen will be stepping into his spot, so at least we feel comfortable about that. I believe the Edmonton Elks have also rectified the snapper position, so we did have a depth chart to bring up, but unfortunately, we have server issues apparently. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, we could talk about some of the critical stats as well. I would like to bring that up. The turnover game, I think, was the biggest. So
the rushing, that was an interesting one because the first quarter we barely had any rushing yards.
Yeah,
we were like at 96 or something, and they were at like 100 and whatever, like double for sure. So that was a little concerning, but we ended up with a lot more. 223 yards.
Yeah, I mean, 23 attempts, 201 yards. I mean, that's a number you like to see. Passing, Cody Fajardo was more of a game manager in this game, I will say, right? 231, but are you asking him to do more than that? Right? Or you know, can you kind of depend on your other pieces on the team to help you get the win? That's what the Edmonton Elks are doing. They're not riding per se the back of Cody Fajardo, but Cody Fajardo, he's not exactly. I mean, he's been playing rainy games as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not exactly racking the passing stats, but he's blocking. He's scrambling.
Well, then maybe it's also, playing to the conditions of the game, right? So if he understands and if he knows it himself, like maybe he's not the strongest passer when it's raining, then do what he did. Don't pass it. Maybe be a little bit more. Well, no, that's
game
manager.
But a game manager, game manager, right? Make the calls when you need to, but don't try to overextend yourself. Don't try to long bomb it, and try to force a touchdown. Let it kind of come a little bit more naturally, and of course, pass it to Justin Rankin and run the damn ball. Cleveland's Lid does mention -2 yards. In the first quarter. I mean, that's an insane stat.
Gross. Candor says, will be interesting to see how Fajardo does when it's not raining.
This whole entire team. It's going to be interesting to see what this entire team does, because you have good wide receivers. Even Carter Kettle is potentially drawing into this next game. Carter Kettle will be dressing behind Keon Julian Grant. So, I mean, I'm really excited to see what the Edmonton Elks can do without all of the rain. And another stat that I'd like to talk about, penalties. 6 penalties, 60 yards.
A lot less. Still not the greatest.
They're still at the top of the bad boy leaderboard as per CFL Stats Geek. Shout out CFL Stats Geek. But the bad boy leaderboard, the Edmonton Elks still have the most penalties out of anybody. But 6 is a hell of a lot better than 16 or 14 or some of the other crazy numbers that we've seen earlier. I mean,
better.
That's improvement, right?
Yeah, let's continue to see improvement. I mean, Montreal only had 2. So that's probably what we would like to see.
Crazy that's a Jason Moss team. He is a hothead.
He's grown. He has grown in his old age. But yeah, it was a good game.
And the turnover battle as well. I mean, if you win the turnover battle, you should win the game. And the Edmonton Elks did exactly that. There were 3 fumbles and 2 giveaways by the Montreal Alouettes. To the Elks is 1 fumble, 1 interception. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they did also, I believe, what was it actually 3 fumbles? No, it was 2 fumbles. They lost one of them. Yeah, and then of course there was that interception. So, I mean, the Elks could have done better, but it's a sloppy, wet game. We did mention it in the 3 thoughts that yes, there were a lot of fumbles, couple drops. The passing percentage wasn't exactly the greatest on the day for Cody Fajardo once again, but it's a rainy game. What do you expect?
Jamie Fadoon does say that there is rain in the forecast tomorrow in Winnipeg.
So we might not see that dry weather game just yet. We might not see it.
Oh my goodness. Hey, maybe, you know what? Maybe it's the lucky breaks that the Elks need.
It could be.
Maybe we just need it to rain every single time that they play.
And then pass to Rankin. I mean, what could go wrong?
Somebody has to start doing the rain dance every time that the Elks have to play.
No, people got to stop doing the rain dance so that our garden actually grows. And I mean, at least the turf requires no maintenance. I believe somebody in the Herd Chat did say that they did enjoy seeing the turf. That's Jamie. Jamie did say he likes the new turf at Commonwealth. Did look very green. Did look very vibrant. It was really nice. Dwayne Mandruziak's 50th season was also celebrated during this game. That was at halftime. John did mention that he believed it was a little bit short. And then Smith in here does say it was a shame that it rained during the ceremony.
Also, he did say that he is in Section B over the LED ribbon, so it's not the Smiths.
It's not the Smiths, so we know. Perfect.
All right. Well, what's next? Thursday, tomorrow, June 25th at 6:30 p.m. Edmonton at Winnipeg. What are your predictions?
Well, 30,000 people in the stands. I think that there's going to be a good turnout in Winnipeg. Their streak may come to an end. Their sellout streak may come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about the product on the turf. Last week, we did predict a 29-27 victory for the Edmonton Elks. We were close. 31, what was it? 31 to 28?
20,
or was
no,
it 32
to
29? 32-29, sorry. I've done that multiple times this week. I don't know why those two numbers. But yeah, so 32-29 was the actual score. The Edmonton Elks did a little bit better than we had expected. Defense, while they did hold, they could have held a lot better. 3-point difference compared to my 2-point difference prediction. Yeah, now this one is going to be a lot harder to predict. We're talking about Winnipeg, which is still a good team. I mean, you don't take Winnipeg lightly. Do I think the Edmonton Elks can win? I absolutely do think they can win. Yeah, but as far as a score prediction, like, is it? I think that the Elks could actually open it up even further, like a 36-30 victory. 36-30. Do we like that number?
I don't know. Do you like that number? You're writing it down. You're liking that number.
I'll say 36-30. I hope it doesn't backfire. I hope that doesn't backfire. But at 36-30, what players am I? Hey, look at that 34-30.
Oh, well.
Look at game day, baby. What up? What up, Ken? Let's go.
34-30 double E.
That's what we're talking about, okay? 36-30 is what we are predicting here at the Elks Herd. And, of course, the Elks Call. 34-30 is what Ken is predicting. Candor does say here, Winnipeg defense is last in rushing yards against. Hopefully, we can have another strong rushing game. So, I do think that Brady Oliveira and Justin Rankin are going to be a story in this one. I think that that's going to be one of the biggest stories.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Collaros versus Cody Fajardo, sure, little bit of a shootout, but if it is raining, you're depending on the running backs anyways. So, you know, what is the storyline going to be? Can the Edmonton Elks get creative with the run? Because if you're going to be using Justin Rankin to that degree, that frequency, you got to do something to get Leak involved. Once again, I'm going to save it for the fan forum, but, you know, even if we're talking a keys to the game, right? Run the damn ball. Once again, don't take any stupid penalties. So don't extend their drives with stupid penalties. And then on special teams, it would be, I mean, Jake Julian did do good. He did return to mid-season form, but they got to stop their special teams from returning that ball. I think if they maybe focus on those three things, we would see a victory. And then let's talk about the players even more, because we do have a mini segment here. A mini segment. This mini segment is called "What's Your Fantasy?"
I don't have one. So this is a segment where Scout just talks for the next 5 minutes.
It's only 5 minutes. It's only 5 minutes. But what's your fantasy? Weekly fantasy. We are in multiple. I am in multiple fantasy leagues as the Elks Herd, so it's still we. But we are in multiple fantasy leagues. Love fantasy. I'm in a lot of leagues throughout the season, obviously. But CFL fantasy, there's two different versions, right? You have your weekly, and then you have your season-long fantasy. So even just looking at it from a weekly fantasy point of view, if I'm going to go ahead and try to build the best roster, this is actually the roster I've used on CFL Game Zone weekly fantasy. This is going to be Saskatchewan defense, Trevor Harris at quarterback, Justin Rankin plus captain. Give Justin Rankin the captain says. So it's 2 times points. Out of anybody on this team, I think Justin Rankin is going to be the guy to get a really good chunk of points. So twice as nice. And then, of course, Brady Oliveira, just because I think that it could be a good running back shootout tomorrow night. Wide receiver Khalil Pimpleton, I would like him at wide receiver. Tyler Common over on wide receiver, and then David Unger the third on my flex. So that is our hopefully crack lineup to get us to the top of the rankings, and then Elks notable fantasy picks this week. So kind of brought this one up. If you're looking to maybe make a trade, or who you're trying to figure out who to sit, who to start, I can tell you from the Edmonton Elks, we're going to be watching wide receiver Austin Mack. Cody Fajardo, he's not exactly the strongest quarterback option across the league, but he is some steady points. So never going to say no to having Cody Fajardo as your starting quarterback. Obviously, if you have Trevor Harris available, I would say probably play Trevor Harris. But Cody Fajardo is still a great option. Wide receiver, Brendan O'Leary, Orange. I like him in the national slot this week. I think that he's got to get more involved. And then, of course, if you don't have Brendan O'Leary, Orange, I think TJ Luther could have a big game. This is kind of on the bubble. He has really good flashes, but we need to find out if he's him or them. Like is this guy going to be one of our premier wide receivers in, say, 3 or 4 years? Is this guy still going to be on the team? Is he going to be getting, or will he be getting utilized a lot more going forward in the future? I mean, Keon Julian Grant hasn't exactly had the most touches. Brendan O'Leary, Orange, also hasn't had exactly the most touches. I mean, TJ Luther, I feel like he is due for a big game. So he's like the intriguing pick of the week. Brendan O'Leary, Orange in the national slot. I don't think that's a bad idea. But wide receiver Austin Mack, I expect Austin Mack to continue that productivity for sure. And avoid this week. If I love the Edmonton Elks, but if you have the Elks on defense in fantasy, maybe look elsewhere for some good defense points this week, just because the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are fresh off a bye. And I think that these guys are going to be energized and ready to go. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at for the fantasy outlook this week, especially Elks specific. Klima's lid does say get Calgary wide receivers versus that BC defense. Yeah, BC is very porous right now as well. BC also doesn't have many wide receivers right now, or if they do, they're digging into the cookie jar pretty good to the bottom of the cookie jar, because all of those other cookies at the top are cracked. They have like 3 wide receivers injured right now. So BC's really, really hurting. Yeah, any defense, even against BC's offense. Yeah, but I mean, Calgary, yeah, I mean, they're not exactly the greatest team right now either. They're a big question mark, I think, in the West. Pierre does ask, who do you like with Cowtowners at Lions in Kelowna? Yeah, I mean, Tevin Jones. I'm waiting for Tevin Jones to have a big game. I'm waiting for Tevin Jones, former double E Tevin Jones, waiting for him to have a good game. But other than that, as far as specific players, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like Vernon Adams Jr., he's also a very hot and cold quarterback as well, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe he's still mad.
Why so mad?
No, he's still mad.
I know.
So he's gonna really put it on for against Nathan Rourke.
Well, exactly, right? The whole BC fiasco back in the day, getting shipped off.
He's still mad.
Yeah, he could be, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. Yeah, that's a good question, Pierre. I will get back to you on that one. I'll show you a message, Pierre. Pierre, I'll show you a message on Facebook there, because yeah, I kind of want to dig through that, but I believe I want to say one of the players that I picked, that was one of the players that I had picked in my fantasy for weekly fantasy. Is that Common? Come on, can you please scroll up a little bit here to yeah, Tyler Common, or come on, Tyler, come on. It could be Common. I don't know. I'm pronunciations on this show. Yeah, you're just letting me sink here.
I got nothing.
Yeah. Too good. Alrighty. But yeah, up here I will give you a shout on that one. But yeah, wide receivers for BC. I mean, if you're looking for a value one, yeah, that's where you could go a little bit lower. As far as Calgary Stampeders versus BC, I'll have to get back to you on that one. Dedrick Mills, actually, Dedrick Mills is the one guy I'll say. Dedrick Mills for sure. Expect him to have a good game. Alrighty. Clark Barnes too. If he's not injured, I did see that he was questionable. Clark Barnes on the Calgary Stampeders. Let's dig into an Edmonton sports update. Well, today's Edmonton Sports Update is brought to you by Herdy's International. Taste the world in the Edmonton Elks tailgate before every home game. Greek souvlaki made from some bird coming up on July 9th. Find us at stall 182 in Lot B. Herdy's. Taste the world, though.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing?
The Edmonton Elks. What are you doing? The Edmonton Elks are currently 2-0 with another major matchup tomorrow night, visiting the Winnipeg Blue Bombers for a showdown at Princess Auto Stadium. Kickoff is at 6 p.m. Mountain?
6:30.
6:30 p.m. Mountain. The 3-7 Edmonton Stingers were crushed by the Winnipeg Sea Bears last Saturday by a score of 107-86. They are back in action tonight, facing off against the Mamba in Saskatoon. Tip-off was at 7:30 p.m. Mountain. The 9-2 Edmonton Riverhawks are back in action at Remax Field on Friday, facing the Port Angeles Lefties at home. First pitch is at 7:05 p.m. Mountain. You can stay up to date on the action at westcoastleague.com. Don't forget that Love Pro Wrestling has events every month, with their next events at the Rec Room South Common at the end of June, with tickets as low as $10. You don't want to miss out. We're the Elks herd. You're up to date. Shout out to the viewers, shout out to the listeners, shout out you for rocking with the Elks herd. This is the Elks Call. Having some fun tonight. Having some fun like every night on the Elks Call.
Halftime update in Saskatoon. Edmonton Stingers 55, Saskatchewan 52.
Halftime update in Saskatoon. Edmonton Stingers 55, Saskatchewan 52. Game is on CBC Sports on YouTube.
Wait. Also, Mexico 2, Czechia
0.
0. That's why I got distracted. I saw that they scored.
And Team Canada took a 2-1 loss against the Swiss today in the FIFA World Cup. But they make it on to the next round. You're up to date. Yes, we made it to the end of the song. I love that. I love that. Once again, big shout out to everybody for rocking with us. We're having a blast tonight. This is a great episode. It's 2-0 season. It's 1-0 every week. The Edmonton Elks are absolutely crushing it, and we couldn't be more thrilled to be here with you. Next up, we are going to play a game called Green or Gold. Sorry, that's Green or Gold. Green or Gold. Our take on hot or not. This segment is brought to you by Lather. Lathr. Smell damn good with Canadian-made soaps and more. The Elks Call is super thrilled to have Lather back on the roster, and we know you're going to love this stuff once you try it. Lather, big old bricks of soap, cologne, all the good stuff. If you want to save 20%, that's code SHOTGUN20 over at lather.com. That's Lathr. That's the everlasting deodorant that we talk about on this show fairly often. Really great stuff. Great folks. Canadian made out by the hammer. That is lather.com. Shotgun 20. Save yourself 20%. Smell damn good. Save damn money. All right. Green or gold. Now, this is going to be a little bit tough.
Okay. Well, hold on. I'll close that.
We can share this. Perfect.
We
Awesome.
can share it. I think we can share it. So let's ask the question first.
So the question is 2026 Edmonton Elks in stadium mini football. What do you think? Is this a green or is this a gold?
Okay, let me see if I can share my screen. Maybe. Window. Here you go.
Let's see. Does it share? Does it share?
It's loaded.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh, look at that. So we have, that's different than the one that we saw last time. Here's, I don't know which one's the front. I don't know which one's the back.
I think that's, yeah.
I feel like we've seen this one before. Have we seen this one before?
I don't think we have.
Okay, so that's
the old one. That's the new one.
Yeah.
We let our cat choose which one he thought was green and gold.
He did. He picked the yellow one.
He grabbed the yellow one and went, meow.
Oh my gosh.
So let us know, Herd Chat, what you think of the new Edmonton Elks in stadium. By the way, take a look at how wet it is in the background of these pictures as well.
Yeah.
It is friggin' soaked. But let us know what you think. Is it a green or is it a gold? Katherine, what do you think of this new mini football?
I don't know. I might say green on this one. Because I feel like I've seen this before. At least with the other one. So the green one that they have in store. I know I have not seen that. They have a different design. They have a cool little bridge, the Edmonton Bridge. And like I know that I haven't seen that.
Right.
This one kind of looks the same as last year's and the years before.
So you're saying green.
I'm saying green.
Pierre agrees with you. He does also say that this is a green on the gold football.
It feels kind of like blah. Feels a little blah.
Game Day Baby in the Herd Chat does say green, same old, same old. Jamie Fadoon also says green. And our good friend Klima's Lid also. No.
John Kirby also says green. And Klima's Lid does say
gold. Yeah, and I'm gonna also say gold because it's double E's. It's gold. It doesn't take much to please this guy right here. I'll say that.
Candor 2777. He also
Green.
says green.
No, folks don't like it.
You know what? It just seems very like same old, same old. It feels like they didn't really try with this one. I seriously thought it was last year's.
Okay. Herd Chat, let me know if you remember it. We have the punter ball. The punter ball is one of the sickest double E footballs.
He's a cute little potato.
He's not a potato. We do not call punter a potato around here. He is a football and deserves to be respected as such.
Cute little big potato.
He's not a potato. No, but I can see where people believe that this one is a little bit blah. I do like the in-store version more. I'll say that. With the helmet and the Walter Dale Bridge, like you said, there's always more of a city focus with the in-store versions as opposed to the in-stadium versions. Yeah, so I mean, they do look like last year's, sure, right? But I mean, we do also seek these things every year, and then somehow
we're running out of space.
We take in 5 to 10 of them, and
I don't know where to put them anymore. That's why we give them to our cats. Because we don't have
the cat just takes it. All right, next question here. Last question for green or gold. Our question is the topic we're going to talk about now is post-game locker room speech media. So the video that they do and the shorts and everything, the reels that they do for the locker room speech.
Right.
Do you think that this is green content or is it gold content? What do you think?
I personally think it's gold. I like it. I'm pretty sure that you're bringing this up because of the comments that we saw on social media of some parents thinking that it may not necessarily be appropriate because there's a lot of cursing, there's a lot of swear words, there's a lot of perhaps content that the younger audiences may not want to see, or perhaps the parents of
Mhm.
younger audiences may not want them to see. But at the same time, like you know what? It just adds to the feel, right? I mean, whenever there's a loss and you see those kinds of videos, they're not necessarily cussing. You see it in their demeanor. They're
Well,
not they're
they also censor it.
yeah.
So sure, there's a lot of blank audio, right?
Maybe not when it's live, because I've heard it like right as they post it. I don't think it's censored.
Or maybe on YouTube it might not be
Yeah,
censored or
but
whatever.
and I'm pretty sure people, that's why there
Yeah.
were some comments. But you know, after a win, like everybody's feeling themselves and everybody's just, you know, showing how excited they are and pumped, and you know, like why censor that if people cuss regardless? Like the reality is that in this day and
Everybody
age,
swears.
in this day and age, right, you should be able to have conversations with your children and being like, if there's a time and a place, right? Don't do that. But the reality is that you hear it on the radio, you hear it on TV, every single music, like, every single song that you listen to nowadays is going to have cuss words,
Yeah.
right? Why try to escape something and then also kind of sour it for other people? So I feel like they're just feeling themselves. I like it. I think it makes me feel pumped. So
You know what? I'm not going to play devil's advocate on this one. I will say it's a gold because these teams need to put out more content. Everybody's feeling themselves. I can tell you by now, these Edmonton Elks post-game locker room videos are part of my celly.
Mm-hmm.
Right? On you know me, I go out to the garage, drink an extra beer or two, hang out there for a bit, and I watch every single freaking piece of media. I watch the post-game availabilities. I watch it all. Why? Because you also like to see the raw emotion, like Game Day Baby says here in the herd chat, gold.
Yeah.
Jamie Fadoon also says gold, love the locker room after the game. You love to see that stuff. Pierre does say golden gold for the in locker room video. John Kirby says green, but how many people actually watch those videos?
Quite a bit.
Quite a few people do watch them, but John Kirby also does say no parents complain when you saw that video of Connor McDavid swearing in the locker room after a playoff game, but they complain about the Elks. Well, we are talking about a different scale for fans and professional sports, but the sentiment remains, right? And maybe if it was the Edmonton Oil Kings, let's say, if they're swearing and parents are getting upset, well, that's
children.
But that's also a family directed kind of event, right? Like they cater to the families.
Well, no, and the players themselves, they're children.
And the players themselves are actually children. You're right. So
that's a completely different kind of expectation
but
there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, sure, you have the right to be upset maybe about something like that. With this is football. This is grown men.
Yeah, like Steve Nassie says here, no big effing deal.
No big effing deal, okay?
Yeah, I mean, people are always going to complain about this or another, but it's such a good vibe. Like, even when it's not a good vibe and, you know, it's after a loss, it's that, like you said, like, raw emotion. Like
they don't post them after loss, by the way. They don't post.
I think I've seen some. No, like I thought I saw Mark Killam like having the speech after a loss.
No, but not after a loss. They only do it for a win.
Okay, well, whatever. Even better. Even better. It's even better after a win. It's such a good vibe. Yeah. So no, don't kill it. We also have a couple of comments over here. For Klima's lid, my son thought punter was a potato until last year.
Gosh darn it.
Just wanted to bring that up.
He is not a potato. I'm bald, so my head looks like a potato now.
Nobody went there. Nobody went there.
I'm trying to take the heat off punter, okay? All right.
He was cute. Cute little big potato. So
listen, people don't like it when they're called potatoes, okay? So why would punter like it? All right, let's roll into our final segment of the night. It's the fan forum. Let's open it up. Let's open up the fan forum, which is brought to you by the Argos fan cast. Join Clay, Will, and Sir Doug as they give you the latest from Argos land right here on Shotgun Sports Network. They've recorded an episode tonight.
They did.
They did. Very excited for that one. All right, in this segment, we are going to talk about the hottest topics surrounding the Edmonton Elks and the CFL world as a whole. For the last time tonight, Herd Chat, you know what to do. Blow it up. Get your comments and questions into the Herd Chat so that we can get them onto the show. And, of course, if you do have a question, which I did see some at the beginning of the show, make sure you get the questions into the Herd Chat as well. We'd love to bring them up. We definitely have time to tonight, so that'd be great. Potato comments. This is going to be Potato Gate now, Punter Gate. Oh, too good. All right, let's take a look at the questions here.
Yes.
Question number 1. And I know that we've talked about it before. It is a topic right now at week 4 of the CFL schedule, but week 3, technically game 3 for the Edmonton Elks. Let's just do it. Let's just talk about it. The Edmonton Elks have been struggling with attendance woes lately. The Clark Stadium game didn't sell out, and this latest home game at Commonwealth, which was the home opener, it didn't really sell out either. Actually, far from sell out. Around 14,000 fans, I want to say. So it didn't look good on TV, didn't look good from the seats. I mean, obviously we know that there was rain, but the Elks aren't the only ones, however, with issues, right? With attendance woes. The league attendance average right now, it's currently sitting at 17,119. What is causing the early attendance woes, and how do you fix it? Like, and I mean, this is
like, this is league wide. You're talking league
wide.
Well, maybe people don't like the stupid rule changes.
That could be it, right? Do you think that the rule changes are playing a factor here?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Personally, for me, it's not a factor because I still want to go see the game. But at the same time, we have seen it, and I hate to bring it up again, but with the whole name change, we saw how much a change like that would affect other people.
Sure.
Right. So it's kind of the same logic that you make a whole bunch of changes to the league, and regardless of the team, there's always going to be those fans that don't take lightly to that and will decide not to go back. Right. So I don't know. That could be one. I mean, weather too. Obviously, that's going to be a big factor. I think for Edmonton, the games that we've had, they've just been. I mean, I even said it. I personally didn't want to go, but of course I'm going to go. I didn't want to, but I will. Right. So
yeah,
that could be a big factor too. So maybe it's just a little early. To me, it feels a little early to say, especially because we haven't had nice weather Canada-wide. And maybe that's a big factor.
I think Canada-wide, weather is a major factor. I mean, obviously, we know with that first Ottawa game, Ottawa and Edmonton, weather was absolutely terrible. So I'm not going to blame them for that one. Edmonton, though, I can't stand how Edmonton doesn't get a pass, even though Edmonton's obviously been struggling in the attendance area for a hot minute. The fans are there because 30K will show up for the Labor Day rematch. So it's not like there's no fans in Edmonton. We know that the fans are here.
No,
right?
But I mean, are people really going to show up on the first game when there's an absolute typhoon out there?
But Edmonton doesn't get the pass, right? Instead, people are like, "This is sad for the league. This is a sad state. Nobody's going to show up and support their team." Well,
and I think it also shows bad on TV because it's such a big stadium.
Totally. But at the same time, I mean, sure, if we're going to give other markets a pass, right? Come on, guys, give Edmonton a break. I mean, if you see, how about we wait until a sunny game to kind of decide if Edmonton truly does have an attendance issue? We're talking about the league in this instance. And are we pick from the stack of cards? Are we going to blame marketing? We've already blamed weather. Are we going to blame the rule changes? Maybe that could be it. What else from the stack
we have
of
Steve Benassi over here? Maybe the World Cup.
Thank you.
Maybe people are spending a lot of money going to these World Cup, showings, plays, games, sorry, these World Cup games, which are thousands of dollars, and maybe the budget that they usually have to go see CFL is just going to something else.
Well, and I actually really like that answer because yes, right now World Cup soccer is taking up a lot of atmosphere, especially in Canada, and yes, especially in CFL markets.
Yeah.
BC, obviously, they have to play games abroad. Same deal with Toronto.
Yeah, changing of the stadiums, that's probably a really big deal,
Oh, yeah.
especially for the big metropolitan areas that they're
Totally.
being affected for this. So that in itself.
Well, and then if you also think of it too, we haven't even seen the worst of the attendance yet because we don't know what's going to happen with these Kelowna games for BC. Is that attendance going to hit up against that 20,000, or are we going to see it close to 10,000, let's say, for that second game in the Okanagan? You know, the Guelph, I want to say, what is it? Where are the Toronto Argonauts playing? I know that they're playing one game in Mosaic. The other one, I thought that they were playing either Guelph, but that could have been preseason. Wherever the heck Toronto is playing, I mean, I think that they're going to try to claim that attendance as a home game, which will be a little bit weird. But if it's in Saskatchewan, which the one game is for sure, that's going to be maybe an elevated attendance for Toronto. We don't know though, because what if Saskatchewan? Well, actually, I think they are playing against. Are they playing against the Riders for that game?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to.
That's gonna be interesting. But I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Toronto fans everywhere, so maybe
for the Maple Leafs, maybe not for the Argos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think it's a combination of a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
But whether maybe some angry fans, maybe the fact that the World Cup is on, the relocation of stadiums.
I think this is a bit of a perfect storm right now.
Everything
for the CFL in all the wrong ways. They have multiple factors working up against them right now.
Yeah.
That El Nino is supposed to maybe do a little bit better for the fall games, but it's not doing us any good right now. Yeah. We're not seeing that extreme heat. We're seeing extreme wet. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there is indeed a countrywide, between the weather being off all over the country. It's all over the place. It's the wettest June, I believe. What is it? Second or third wettest June right now?
Well, everything that we were supposed to be getting in April, May, we're getting in June. So we're just pushing it off. And hopefully that means a nicer fall. Maybe even a drier winter, but we'll see. I like what Steve Nassie says on the chat over here. I think the Double E attendance will be the best this year we've had in many years. I like that.
I like it. Positivity.
Yes.
Seriously. Need some of that.
Yeah. And I do agree with John Kirby. That could be another thing, especially in Edmonton. They do have to compete with a whole bunch of other games. We don't have the Oilers playoffs this year to worry about, but Riverhawks, Stingers, so on and so forth. And we know that the Riverhawks put on a really good show. They have some really fun games. They have some really fun theme nights. Yeah. And unfortunately, some of those fall during the same time as an Elks game. So that in itself will also affect, I think, the attendance we could have seen. But just a whole bunch of factors.
No, I will say for that too. I mean, the Stingers aren't really competitive right now. The Riverhawks aren't competitive. The Edmonton Elks are. The Edmonton Elks have the opportunity to be the most competitive team in the city of Edmonton if they can keep this performance going, right? They need to be able to take some of that audience back. And this is the best summer for the Edmonton Elks to do it.
Totally.
And yeah, I mean, there's a whole different rant I could go on, but I'm not going to. All I'm going to say for now is winning solves a lot. It might not solve everything, but winning solves a lot. Help. The Edmonton Elks are right there. Like they are winning.
Let's keep going.
Just keep it going. Alrighty. Let's.
Sorry, I don't know if I should bring this one up.
When we trade Darnell Nurse, that will solve the EE attendance. Maybe.
I think it's completely unrelated, but everybody hates Nurse, so it's.
As long as Andre Proulx is not reffing the games, we're good.
Listen, Daryl Norris is not in Edmonton anymore. I will go see the Double E.
I like it. I like it. It's the hottest of takes from Steve Benassi today
Ooh.
in the herd chat. That's why we love this show. That's honestly why we love this show. It's so good. Let's grab a couple fan questions and then we'll do the heavy hitter question at the very end.
Okay. I know we had one, but Jamie Fadoon over here. What do you think about the Blue Bombers picking Drew Brown?
Yeah, that's actually a really good one. Thanks for bringing this up. Good question, Jamie. Drew Brown traded to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Reason why, as per Dinwiddie today, Ryan Dinwiddie of the Ottawa Redblacks, he was becoming a distraction in the locker room. Obviously, it's a quarterback battle. He lost his starter's role, presumably was upset about it. Can't blame anybody. We've seen this happen before in Edmonton. Starter loses job, gets upset, you know. But in this instance, it started to affect the team. MBT to Ottawa. He signs. Wasn't retired or anything, but he went ahead and signed with Ottawa.
My comment to that was like, wow, that took a while.
Yeah. Now, there were some questions around the timing of it, right? Like you give the job to Jake Mayer for 2 weeks, and he's clearly not looking like an all-star quarterback, let's say. He's doing the job, but very nominally, like very mediocre. And they trade Drew Brown because he's become a distraction, and then they bring in MBT to be that veteran presence for Jake Mayer. What could go wrong? See, also Edmonton Elks.
A lot.
2024. I mean, we've seen this story, right?
I think a lot.
So, yes, MBT is in Ottawa. He has already signed with the Ottawa Redblacks. As for Drew Brown in Winnipeg, what that does also tell me, because it's interesting, most teams have their backup quarterback and have their short yardage, and sure, they could entertain a fourth, but, you know, sometimes that fourth would get pushed to practice roster, whatever, or they'll just keep him straight up on the roster. Drew Brown going to Winnipeg, is he competing with Taylor Elgersma now for this backup job, or is he competing with Perkins to be the short yardage guy in Winnipeg? I don't know. That's a weird one. Yeah. I mean, this is not the Winnipeg Hanger. We don't know the team that well, but I will say it seems like there is a lack of faith in Taylor Elgersma. That could be because of how rookie he is and how green he is in the role, or that could be because simply he just doesn't have it right now.
Sorry, I just keep seeing these comments and they're making me laugh. I
Bring
can't
back Cornelius. We will sell out a game.
And Cornelius to Ottawa.
This is hilarious.
I do miss Cornelius. I miss the GIF that we made.
The touchdown corn. I miss that one. And this is the most that Taylor Cornelius has been mentioned on the Elks call since 2023. Since 2023, this is the most that Taylor Cornelius has been mentioned on the Elks call.
We miss him. His wife was nice.
Corn Dog had a good, has a good family.
What happens with
Elgersma now? So that's a good question as well. Taylor Elgersma, I mean, is he going to get PR'd? Are they just going to keep that fourth QB on the roster? We really don't know. Now, the Drew Brown piece is also an insurance factor. Because if you are the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, do you want to go right down to Taylor Elgersma? No. Most likely. I mean, to a rookie quarterback that, sure, the guy can ball. Sure, he has practice roster experience. It's going to be
another Trey Ford situation.
You don't know. It could be, right? Even though he is Canadian, people are going to blow him up to put him on this massive Canadian red and white pedestal only like for Trey him Ford. To fail. Exactly. Only for him to fail, and then it messes up his development. Yeah. This allows a buffer between Zach Claros and Taylor Elgersma. Question, how come Trevor Harris looks good, but when he played with us, he sucked? I mean, Offensive line.
You know what? In this is I have seen this too, and I saw him with what's his name? What's his name? He went to the Toronto Argonauts, and he ended up getting Arbuckle. Sometimes teams just click better.
Well, yeah,
like it's that chemistry.
Systems too, play calling, right? Systems, play calling. The Edmonton Elks were also in a really weird time where they were trying to retool too much instead of rebuild.
Yeah, and using the same playbook over and over instead of creating another one. And I mean, we saw that issue with the Tri-Fort situation too. Yeah. Right. So,
but it came to a point for them where they just needed to rebuild, and they weren't letting it happen.
Yeah.
Offensive line degrading, defensive line degrading, like things just started to fall apart. Right. Certain pieces obviously stuck through with it through that time period, but yeah, I mean, I also wonder this too. I'm like, frig, man. Trevor Harris wins a Grey Cup. He was with the double lead not that long ago.
I know.
Or so it feels like.
That's what I say. You know, if anything happens, down maybe this season, maybe next season, and suddenly Trey Ford is QB1 and he absolutely takes it and he just, wins. He wins a Grey Cup. Everybody in Edmonton's going to riot. Everybody.
And another one too is don't forget that Simone Lawrence was also an Edmonton Eskimo at some point for 1 year. The Eskimos traded Simone Lawrence. He went on to have an all-star career with the Hamilton Tiger Cats, but he did not ever get a Grey Cup. So, I mean, it's one of those, right? Yeah, let's take a look at the top here, and then we'll dig into our final question of the
There
night.
was one. So, all that being said, going back to the attendance thing, what do you think the attendance will be for Thursday, July 9th at home?
It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. July 9th against the Ottawa Red Blacks.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's Red Blacks.
Well, we'll see how the weather is like. We'll see what the weather is like, and that's going to say a lot.
I mean,
I hope it's nice.
If the weather is good, I mean, I don't see why you don't see 20K in there.
Yeah, and it's summer. Kids are out of school. I think we could see a good Thursday turnout.
25K. I mean, that's what you ideally want to see. What do I think it will be realistically? Yeah, like I mean, 22K, 24K. Yeah. But we want to get back to those 30Ks. We want to get back to 35s. And I think the next time we're going to see that is most likely the Labor Day rematch. So.
Yeah. What do you think about the cars coming to the tailgate once it opens? Late. I'm guessing late.
Yeah. Do you think
they have a time frame, right? They have a specific time that.
So in this last one, which I'm not gonna blame anybody for coming into the tailgate at the last possible minute, because you don't want to stand outside in the rain, especially when you're already going to be sitting in a soggy Commonwealth Stadium for 3 hours. I'm not going to fault the people for that one. I actually did talk to some of our fellow tailgaters that did come in close to that 90-minute mark, and that was their reasoning. Like, yeah, we know we came in late. We apologize for disturbing everybody. However, we don't have the same setup we usually have. We're going to be soaked, XYZ, right? They have their reasoning. I'm not going to fault them for that. At least they show up, unlike the 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 spots across from us that never show up for the tailgate. Even though I'm sure they're probably paying for the spot. There are people on this wait list that are waiting to get into the tailgate, and people that are just strictly, they're not even using it as a parking spot. They are just paying for the spot and letting it rot. So I mean, there's words for that. We don't rat out our neighbors, but
I think
the Edmonton Elks are keeping an eye on it anyway.
And in this one, I wasn't gonna get mad at them.
No, for this, it's soaking wet outside. These people are usually there at that 3 hour mark. They're usually there 3 hours before the game, right?
Yeah, and they're the ones that have to try to drive through everybody. So that's their thing. Their problem.
Yeah,
it's like it does cause a little bit of an inconvenience for everybody else around them, but I would feel a lot more embarrassed being the person driving through it. So, but
nice. Sue Knutson in the her chat. What up? Just say maybe coaching didn't bring out the best of him for
So
Pierre.
that's going back to the Trevor Harris
Right,
question.
right. Talking about Trevor Harris. Sorry, I should have clarified. And then St. John also does bring it up because I read St. John's first in my head. Trevor Harris sucked in Edmonton because we sucked. He was an attempted Band-Aid on a pile of poo.
I like that.
Yeah, like comment of the night, I think, by St. John. You've won an extra helping of souvlaki at the tailgate. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I said. Like, it was that point where they needed to rebuild and they kept on trying to retool. And Trevor Harris, I mean, probably could have been the guy. He just definitely wasn't that year or the following year, and we had to let him. Actually, 2019, he was all right. Like, he did get us to that Eastern final. But then 2021, it was just a complete night and day. Yeah. You change the name, you change a bunch of the culture pieces, you start to tear down the Eskimo walls and put up the Elks walls, and anyways, it wasn't a good year. They needed to completely rebuild. Like, the rebuild that we're going through now should have happened years and years ago. But here we are. So either way, 2-0 Elks right now, which is the best part. And we have one final question. Let's do it. Alrighty, question number 2. The Edmonton Elks have a cheat code in Justin Rankin, as we know. The guy is a cheat code, but not only is he on track to match 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving, but he's also on track to be the league's MOP, most outstanding player. Is this pace sustainable? And would an injury derail the Elks? And when I say injury, I mean a Justin Rankin injury, which we are not wishing any ill. That's the last knock on wood, all that good stuff. No. But for the sake of conversation, are the Edmonton Elks just Justin Rankin?
Right now, it seems like it. Right. This last game, that was Justin Rankin's game. It was not
the game before.
It was not the Edmonton Elks game. It was a Justin Rankin game.
But the game before, that was also.
So, and there's a lot to say. So, you know what? There's only so much that Justin Rankin can do every single game that is going to be different. Correct. How much film are they going to be able to get and be able to predict a lot more if he continues to go at this pace? So, to answer the first question, no, it's not sustainable. They need to be able to have a playbook with bigger depth than just Justin Rankin. You have some really good players, make use of them, not just Justin Rankin. Like, he is like that little thing that you bring out at the end when you want to surprise everybody. Just something that, like hidden in the back of your pocket that you just bring it out.
Sure, right. I got you.
That's what I mean. It's that little surprise that suddenly you bring out Justin Rankin and boom, you win the game.
Right.
Is you want him to be that surprise that nobody's expecting.
Yeah, but I mean, but we're so far past that point. Because now teams are expecting Justin Rankin, right? And at some point, like, this is why I bring it up, if there is an injury or if something does happen where, let's say, concussion spotter sees something they don't like and they pull him from the game or whatever, there could be a multitude of reasons. You need to go 1-0 every week. So what are the Elks going to do outside of Justin Rankin to elevate their game?
100%.
Because like you said, yes, it should be a feature. He should be a feature to the team. He shouldn't be the whole damn team.
No.
And I love what he's doing.
100%.
We're all watching in awe. It's like watching Connor McDavid with the Edmonton Oilers.
It's like Pierre says, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Right.
In many ways, right? Like, he is producing results.
Yeah.
We are seeing results with what he's doing. But for how long?
Right.
Right. And if they continue to play him, like, what is that going to do also to the morale of the other players? Are they going to get enough play time so that they actually get to, learn the playbook and practice the playbook and actually be in game? Or is it just Justin Rankin?
But he's also Justin Rankin is also a raw guy. So he's a cheerleader on this team. He's a culture piece for the Edmonton Elks, the double E right now, the green and gold. They need him. Even just being there, just having his presence, right? Let's take a look here. Game Day Baby does say they need to use both backs. He will get hurt. They need a better playbook. I agree. Candor does say need to get the passing game going. Also throw in Leak every now and then and share the workload. Yes.
That's just it.
Agreed. We have backup running backs. Leak and Knight are ready if needed, and I'm very high on Isaiah Knight. We've talked about him on this show before, right? Isaiah Knight is a damn good running back, and he can do some things very similar to Rankin and Leak. It's kind of like a combination of them both as far as his play style. He can be fast. He's taller. He can put his head down, drop a shoulder, and make it through the line as well.
Yeah.
But Justin Rankin has that pinball factor.
Yeah.
Leak has that north-south speed.
I forget who said it here in the chat earlier during the episode is, you kind of have to build a little bit of the playbook around Justin Rankin.
A little bit, yeah.
Right. And in terms of like use him to the best of his abilities at the right moments. He's a weapon that you can utilize. Then utilize him 100%. But also build around him and not just him.
But also don't overwork him too, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the other thing that I'm really worried about.
What is it that you call complementary football, right? It's about multiple pieces. And if one piece is overworked, he has a greater chance of it getting injured. And we don't want to see that, right? That's the reality. Don't overwork Justin to the point that he ends up getting injured. Work him to what he can do. Get some of those crazy plays 100%, and then sub him for a Leak. Isaiah Knight, get them in once in a while. They're really good too.
Well, and there's also a difference between, messing up tempo and giving a guy a proper few reps out, right? Reps in and reps out. I mean, Javon Leak is sitting there at this point underutilized. For Javon Leak, who he is, put some respect on the name, number 22. The guy has freaking jets for feet. So, like, Javon Leak, hell of a football player.
Yeah.
So is Justin Rankin, and once again, so is Isaiah Knight. And especially, obviously, Knight is going to be more so backup / special teams duties. But you can get him involved, too. Give some of these guys a little bit of time, a little bit of downtime, but especially Justin Rankin, just because we don't want to see him injured. Because, yes, the team should be a lot more than Justin Rankin. But we're all watching some crazy stuff right now.
I want him to get those 1,000 yards.
Oh, 1,000 and 1,000 easily.
I want him to get those 1,000 yards receiving. 100%. He's incredible to watch play. Of course, I want to see more of him. But how devastating would it be if something happens?
Well, look at the New York Giants and Cam Scatterbo. Cam Scatterbo, sorry. But Cam Scatterbo, he was this, well, he still is. He's still on the New York New York Giants. But he ended up getting injured last year. Him and Jackson Dart were lighting up that team. And, one injury, things started to spiral again for the New York Giants. And then they're in the exact same hole that they were going into the season. That's the last thing I want for the Edmonton Elks.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here.
We'll see.
But I mean,
definitely use him as a weapon that he is, but don't overuse him to the point that it becomes too predictable or it can cause injury.
I agree.
Again, that's when coaching is super important.
Right.
To be able to kind of gauge at what point are you, because yes, tempo is important. During that second quarter that we saw that he had rushes back to back to back to back, he had tempo, he had momentum, he was going for it. Don't stop that. That's working.
Right.
But once
when it's not working, when you're constantly getting stuff,
100%.
when you need to switch it up, when you need to make a change,
yes.
The coaching staff does installs during the week. Come on, guys, install a couple plays with Javon Leak front and center, playing to the best of his abilities too. Please, some sweeps, some swings.
Yeah.
That's all.
When you start seeing that the opposing team has Justin Rankin's number and they're stopping him at every rush that he's making, switch it up.
things do still look vanilla with this playbook. Like, I mean, I will say the offensive play calling is still a little bit vanilla. So I'm hoping that, even by game 6 for the Edmonton Elks, that we're starting to see some stuff that's a little bit more, maybe not predictable, but some stuff that's a little bit more innovative. I want to see some different looks. I want to see some different fakes. I want to see Mark Killam and Jordan Maximic really keep the opposition on their toes. Because, I mean, at this point, the Edmonton Elks are in a really, really good position right now to continue rolling towards the playoffs. And then, of course, you could have a great midseason grade, right?
Yeah.
But they're looking good. Just don't overdo it on Justin Rankin.
I want to see some really good passing plays. Some more of those Austin Max.
I want to see some really good sun.
I just want sun. That's all I want.
Candor does say you would hope our rushing game will open up some passing opportunity, and it already does, right? It's just no dry conditions to be found.
Yeah,
it's very tough to find any dry conditions right now across the CFL, but they are there. There are dry games, just not in Alberta, it doesn't seem like. Because I think Calgary also had either bad wind or something like that. But Northern Alberta for sure, yeah, we haven't seen much sun lately. And then John Kirby does ask, what's on your tailgate menu for Thursday, July 9th? That's going to be some chicken souvlaki. Will be some pretty good stuff. Taste of Greece. So, what?
Not greasy.
Not greasy, Greece, the country. Alrighty, and then Pierre also does say Leak is a better kick returner when he focuses on the return game. So, also does say Rankin is the best running back we've had since the late 60s. And then Klima's lit. I do want to quickly address this last question. Do you think MBT will start over Mayer? Give it 2 weeks. I don't think it's going to happen immediately. Actually, give it one more game. Give it one more game. We'll see what happens with Jake Mayer. Because, I mean, I don't think they're going to thrust him out immediately. I think they will give Jake Mayer one more chance. If he can get a win, it's going to be a hot hand scenario like we saw with MBT and Trey Ford. I think it'll be more of a hot hand scenario. But, yeah, I do think Jake Mayer could be benched here sooner than later. It's a matter of 1 or 2 games. MBT is a proven quarterback. It is what it is. If you look at those two guys, who are you going to pick for starter for a reliable start or a reliable finish anyways on your game? Probably going to be MBT. The guy has won a Grey Cup. We have to put the respect on that name too.
Respect.
Jake Mayer just won one, but he won one as a backup. So I don't like that. I don't like counting that one. Alrighty. We are going to go ahead and close this fan forum. Thanks everybody for participating. That was a blast. And like that, we have made it to the very end of our episode. Man, what a fun episode today. A big shout out to our viewers, our listeners. Shout out you for rocking with the Elks herd on the Elks call. Give us a like, follow, subscribe, favorite, all of that good stuff. If you're watching live, that's going to be on YouTube, which is Shotgun Sports Network. And then if it's on audio, I always say Apple Podcasts. Is it still Apple Podcasts? Am I wrong on this still again?
Yeah,
Apple Music. Apple Music. No,
it's Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. Okay. Yeah. Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
It's the Google ones that don't exist anymore, I think.
I do know I do know that, but I think I just said it last year or something. But yeah, if you are listening wherever you get your podcasts, iHeartRadio, Edmonton Sports Talk, wherever once again you get your podcast, your ear candy. Herdy's
last comment of the night. Herdy's need to serve some potatoes at least on tailgate. I love it.
Some potatoes. I think we're gonna do that for a home for a game at home here. Maybe
one day
even
I'm gonna
tomorrow
make a
night.
Little baked potato and I'm gonna just draw ice on it and then you're gonna see.
Tomorrow night, potatoes, okay? Potatoes. Alrighty. And then I'd like to give a massive shout out to our sponsors and our partners on the show. That's Royal Retros. That's where we got that jersey back there. That's royalretros.com. Also Lather, save 20% using code Shotgun Shotgun 20 is the code for lather. And then Elks Herd 20 for MVP. Great folks, great companies. Save 20% over at MVPmealprep.com using code Elks Herd 20. All right, everybody. Once again, my name is Scout, aka the rep from Section X.
And I'm Katherine.
We are the Elks Herd. This was the Elks Call, and we can't wait to see you all again soon. Hopefully, it's 3-0 Elks the next time we see you, everybody. Cheers.
Have a good night.
Woo!